Hey friends, welcome to True Food Diaries of a Tired Working Mama. Because listen, some days we're not thriving, we are just surviving, and that's okay. This is a real look at what we ate in a day, vegan, super easy, and totally unfiltered. I started the morning staring at my counter trying to figure out what to make exactly for breakfast. I decided on some blender pancakes. Now, with all these dishes in the sink, I had to figure something out really fast. So, we're going to make some banana oat pancakes. In my Blendtec, I have some spotty bananas. We're going to just add them. I have about 3 or 4, I believe. The browner they are, the better for this recipe. So, instead of making banana bread, you can make banana oat pancakes. Just for a little added sweetness, we're going to add a little bit of sugar. You can use honey or really maybe some agave, anything that you like. I'm also using some rolled oats. This is just old-fashioned oats. I like to buy organic. We're going to toss some in here as well. Really, there's no measurements in this. We're going to add some cocoa powder because I wanted a little chocolatey banana pancake. I'm adding some ground flax seeds here just to kind of bind everything together, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. We like to use a mixture of apple cider vinegar and baking soda to create a rise instead of using baking powder because that has some cornstarch in it. We're going to add a little bit of water just so it can start blending up. And let's start blending. We're really, like I said, we don't have measurements, but we are looking for a pancake consistency. I'm adding a little bit of flour. You can add a little bit of water. You can use some plant-based milk as well. I'm adding just a little bit more apple cider vinegar just to make sure it is gonna rise very nicely. So this is gonna be our second blend. After this is blended, it is time to go to the stove and make some pancakes. I am going to stir in a little bit of coconut oil in here, and this is the consistency of how my pancake batter looks. Really nice and smooth, and it's ready to make pancakes. I have some coconut oil in our skillet here, and I'm just going to pour the batter out from my blender. So simple and so easy. This comes together so super fast, maybe like, I don't know, it takes like 5-10 minutes just to make the batter. Super easy. I love making blender pancakes because it takes so little time. You put everything in a blender. You can literally add anything you want, and really you can top it with whatever you want. Look how golden brown this first pancake is. I'm going to put that, oh, of course I dropped it. I'm going to put this on a plate, and we're going to continue making some more pancakes. Look how nice and fluffy they are. Perfect. Let's give this a taste test, shall we? So this is what it looks like. It is nice and fluffy. Look how it breaks. Doesn't that look so inviting and warming and totally delicious for a quick breakfast? Please make this if you are short on time. Let us know what you think. Okay, so I decided that those pancakes were not chocolatey enough, so I'm using some more chocolatey goodness. I'm going to add some chocolate chips in the next few batches of pancakes. All right, pancakes are done. We have a lot to do today. We need to go grocery shopping. It's time to have some breakfast.
Breakfast!
All right, then came the grocery run. You know the drill. You get food, you put the food away, and then you don't want to cook after that. So we settled on some Raisin Bran and some clearance bread that we got from Walmart and some vegan pepperoni for lunch. A lot of the times lunch turns into one of those whatever we can grab type of situations because everyone's hungry, groceries just took a lot of time, and really just you don't want to make something from scratch, or if you had some, meal plans or already frozen made foods, meal prepped foods, then go ahead and sometimes we'll use that. But today is just one of those we'll grab whatever we can. And honestly, it was delicious and the kids were perfect. Oh, we also had some pomegranates, some healthiness that we got from the clearance section as well. So there you have it. Lunchtime done. All right, it is afternoon time. I am getting ready to dig into some Chardonnay that was brought to me by my job. Just one of the perks of working at a restaurant. It was a little leftover bottle. I was sent home with it, and this Chardonnay was super nice and rich. I have been exploring my wine tasting and wine knowledge that it's just been super fun learning about different wines, and it's one of those things that I've always wanted to learn about is wine. While I'm drinking my wine, I am making some food for my husband. So we're doing some onions and peppers, sauteing with some garlic as well. We're going to just chop up a little bit of cabbage here. Cabbage is nice and frugal. Cabbage is good for you. If you ever have stomach ulcers, we highly suggest you juice some cabbage. Just drink 8 ounces of raw cabbage juice first thing in the morning, and you do it for, it really depends on how long you need it. Just do your research, but it really, really helps, and it will really help heal your ulcers in your stomach. All right, we're also adding some potatoes, some sliced potatoes in this. Just a really nice, quick, easy, no fuss type of lunch, and we'll probably have some for dinner as well. I did add a little bit of water just to help steam the vegetables down a little bit. Of course, add some seasonings, salt, paprika, onion powder, garlic, whatever that you have on hand. I am starting with some onion powder. Now, because we're a larger family, we use a lot of spices. I like to purchase all of our spices online on Amazon. They're just these big bottles, and they serve our family very well. I like to keep them in a little box caddy like this, and we just bring the whole box down and we use it and we put it all back. It just saves a lot of trouble. I don't like using those small little glass bottles of seasoning just because we go through it so much. So Amazon is the way to go. I'm starting another pot here, and I'm going to use relatively the same ingredients, only I'm going to use different spices. So in this pot, I am going to double up and just make a sort of a curry, and then I'm going to use some broccoli, some potatoes, cabbage, those types of vegetables. You could put butternut squash in here as well. That's super good. And yeah, it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or another way to say that is like hitting 2 goals in one go. You know what I mean. If I'm making one dish, I may as well double up and make another dish. Cheers to another sip of this Chardonnay. And we're just going to continue to cook this. I like to make doubles of things just so that we have on hand for days that we don't have time to cook, and it just makes life a lot easier. I am serving this up for Trey for his lunch, and there you have it, a nice bowl of sauteed vegetables, super nice and easy. In our pot of curry, I'm using relatively the same spices, just using onion powder, garam masala, cumin, and some smoked paprika for some color. And if you have curry powder, you can go ahead and use that. But I find using just some cumin and garam masala really brings out the curry flavors as well. This curry I'm going to cook for a little bit longer just so that it's nice and flavorful, and then we are going to work on dinner in a little bit. All right, time for dinner. So what are we having for dinner? We are gonna have some nacho fries. So I've got some frozen crinkle cut French fries, which we are going to crisp up in the oven. I bought some uh, guacamole pico type thing that was on clearance. I have some refried beans here as well, and some salsa. You can use any type of salsa. I just got this restaurant style, and some vegan cheese as well. We have the oven set to 450 degrees on convection. We have two trays going. This makes a very kid-friendly, very easy dinner or lunch, or really whenever you want. We want to make sure that we are warming up our refried beans and add a little water so it's nice and spreadable. We're going to add some cheese once we half cook our fries, just so that we can put it back in the oven to melt one more time. So they are sort of like nacho-y, delicious cheesy fries. And then once they're done, we're going to dollop some of our refried beans, really dollop everything on this tray. We're going to eat off of the tray. We're going to not make any extra dishes because I don't want to be cooking. I mean, not cooking. I don't want to be washing any more dishes if I don't need to. We're going to mix our guacamole, slap that on all over, make sure every bite has a little bit of each. And we are having a nacho fry popcorn movie party tonight. We ended up having our dinner watching, well, we initially wanted to watch Turning Red. However, we decided we were going to watch Captain America instead. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for spending time with us today. This was a very truthful food diary. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.